Hello Healthinistas! In this video I am going to share with you how I lowered my LDL, which is the bad cholesterol, in 16 days by 28 points. Coming up. For overall wellness for women over 50, inspiration for all, kidney donor updates, and funny stories with my daughter, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss when I upload. I have new videos every week. I shared with you in another video how I had my 2-year blood work done to keep track of how I'm doing 2 years after kidney donation. Well, during that blood work, there was one number that had crept up, and that number was my LDL, or as people know it to be, the bad cholesterol. So I decided it wasn't high enough, it wasn't too high that I needed medication, but it was high enough to pay attention to it. And your normal LDL should be from 0 to 99, and my particular number was 131. So it had crept up. From doing a lot of reading, I've come to find out that during menopause, your LDLs can go up, your HDLs can go down, even though mine hasn't. Your blood sugar can actually even go up because of the night sweats and the hot flashes, so you're not sleeping as well. And also estrogen and progesterone affect the way that insulin reacts, and so that can also affect your blood sugar. But in this video we're talking about cholesterol. So I decided, since I know about diet and cholesterol and how you can reduce your cholesterol with diet, I decided to go ahead and do that and see what would happen, because I knew I had another blood work, not for the kidney but for my wellness, coming up in a couple of weeks. And so I decided to just take as much cholesterol out of my diet as possible. And how did I do that? Well, at first I started eating oatmeal. Now I'm someone who does not even like oatmeal, but I would make oatmeal and then I'll sprinkle about a tablespoon of flaxseed meal on top of the oatmeal. The other breakfast that I had in this 16-day period was Cheerios, and we all know Cheerios is a heart healthy cereal. In addition to the Cheerios, I would sprinkle about a tablespoon of flaxseed meal on top of the Cheerios as well. The other thing I did was I completely took egg yolk out of my eggs. I had scrambled eggs within that time, and usually I'll have spinach, red onions, tomatoes, bell peppers in my scrambled eggs. And so I just had the egg whites because the yolk is where all the cholesterol is. The other thing I cut out completely was dairy. Now, first of all, I don't drink cow's milk. I really don't, because of the saturated fat, the hormones. So I've always drank almond milk. So that was an easy choice for me. So I always use almond milk in my smoothies, and so that wasn't a problem. For snacks, I would snack on carrots, baby carrots, or almonds is what I would snack on. I even had some chips, but they were multi-grain chips. If you've seen some of my older videos, I get these multi-grain chips from Aldi, and they are thick, they are full of brown rice, flaxseed. It's a healthy source of HDL because it has monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which is what you need, and that's going to be the good, it's going to be a good source for HDL. So I did that, and then for lunch I would have salads, but I would have protein in the salad. So I would have like a chicken breast salads, I would have ground turkey salads, I would have salmon salads. Salmon is very good in terms of the good fat as well, with omega-3. And then I would also, for dinner, I would either have a salad or I would have like ground turkey. I'd have a ground turkey burger with sweet potato fries, and I air fried those. So in the ground turkey, and I'll put the recipes on my blogs. The link to my blog will be in the description and you can go check it out. And so I would have that, and if I had any type of burritos, it was always ground turkey, and definitely no cheese. I did not eat cheese at all because that also increases your cholesterol. Another thing that I cut out was like shrimp, because that's high in cholesterol. You don't want animal parts like like the chicken liver, the gizzards. Those are concentrated in cholesterol as well, so you don't want those. So I cut those things out of my diet, and in 16 days I went from 131 to 103. Now, exercise is a big part of that, but you know what? Because I have moved and I'm between houses, I'm in an apartment, it's hard for me to exercise in the apartment. I have to go to the gym of the apartment. And so in this whole 16 days, I only exercised once. So imagine if I had exercised 3 times a week, in addition to that dietary change, my LDL would have been far below 100. So I wanted to share that with you. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and I will leave, like I said, I'll leave the link to my blog so you can go see what I ate. And if you're struggling with your cholesterol, absolutely, dietary changes are huge for it. And you also need to be exercising, especially when we're going through menopause or postmenopausal. We definitely need to be exercising because our bodies are changing. Numbers that we were normal before are now not in the abnormal, are creeping into the abnormal range. And so if you don't want it to stay there and you don't want medication, then you need to exercise and you need to make better choices. I do have a course called 31 Days to a Healthy Lifestyle. If you're interested, it's also in the description. You can click on that. The first 3 days are free, and you can check it out and see what type of format it is if you want to proceed with that. And it's very reasonable, extremely reasonable. So if you want some more overall wellness for women over 50, kidney donor updates, inspiration for all, and funny stories with my daughter, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell so that you won't miss when I post the next time. Until next time, ciao.